I ended up getting kicked out of there too, because I made a YouTube video where I made out with a girl in a hot tub, and they called it softcore porn. Bro, I'll tell people the game is that there's no one like key answer. You know exactly. You know, you gotta try everything and just do it and just see what works. So in my head, I'm like, all right, my plan is that I'm gonna blow up my TikTok, blow up Instagram, blow up everything, all my social medias, and then basically to get the money to like bring in the revenue.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever y'all want to talk about, baby, we gonna get into it, man. Let's go.
You let us know when we're rolling, Woo. All right, so hey, this is another episode. Thanks for coming, Passion to Profits podcast. We're sitting down with my boy Chino right here. He's an entrepreneur, investor, influencer, real estate mogul. I appreciate you for being here, my boy.
I like it. I like how you listed it off. That made me
on,
feel
now,
good.
You know what we do. Hey, straight from the hip. That's how we do it.
Exactly. You got me feeling good on this podcast. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's good.
Thanks for making the drive. We appreciate that.
Well, I'm telling you, bro, that bitch was way too long.
Damn, bro. Hey, it's gonna be worth it though. It's gonna be worth it.
Straight from Hollywood, baby.
Sheesh.
Y'all know, don't forget.
You're doing your thing, but in case there's anything we miss, you can go ahead and spit your little spiel. If there's anything that we fucked up on, is it yes or no?
Nah, baby, you basically got it.
All right,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm just a man of many talents, baby. I just do it all.
Renaissance man.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
That's how you gotta be in LA.
Hey, DG 1-for-1 then. I got a good intro. So either way, we're gonna jump right into it. So just like you said, man of many talents. We kind of rolled off a lot of them right there when I introduced you. So let's take a step back. Let's try to paint a picture of the man. They know the concept, but let's fill in all the blanks. So basically, just give us a little quick overview of like where you started, where you're from, and how you got to where you are now, if you don't mind.
Yeah. So baby, I'm born in Anaheim, grew up in Vegas. Man, I've seen it all, done it all. Came out to LA after my football career was over. I used to play college football, played at a couple of schools. And then, like how we were talking about before, my thing was I was supposed to go to school to be a veterinarian, man. That was my life goal and everything.
Right.
And, things don't go exactly the way that you expect sometimes,
And that's the thing. Like, you got to know how to pivot. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
Definitely.
Just like you said, how we were talking about before, that's really the difference between a rookie and a professional. You may not know everything in a certain industry, but that doesn't mean you can't act like a professional. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And a professional knows how to pivot. When something goes wrong, they're going to know how to pivot and make sure they make the best of a bad situation.
Yeah.
And, that's a little bit what you're talking about. But you were touched on the D1 athlete thing. So why don't you, break down to that a little bit? Because that's something, we've been kicking it for a minute, but that's something that I was surprised to look into because everybody know I had to do my deep dive. We got my man on the podcast. So I went down to your oldest videos on TikTok, and it was basically saying you got in a little bit of trouble, mixed with an injury, and you basically had a D1 ride, but you had to downgrade it and do a lot of different things like that, different trials and tribulations. Can you speak on that real quick?
So yeah, people don't get me fooled, man. I'm not a TikToker. I'm not anything before any of that. I used to be a hard-hitting football player, bro. One of the coldest. Y'all can look up the highlights.
What position?
Tapes. Corner. I played a lot of positions, okay? But when I went to college, what they recruited me for was corner and safety, okay? But when I played at Dixie, we had a hybrid type of defense. So basically, I was like a linebacker, safety type of thing, you know? So I kind of stayed more in the box, but I was still dropping back in the coverage.
For people that don't know, myself included, where's Dixie?
Dixie's in Utah.
Yeah.
D1.
Yeah, they were D1. So that's actually how they got me. So I had football, I had a lot of offers. I played football, track, wrestling. Okay, track, I had stupid offers in track, but I just didn't fuck with it. Yeah, bro, I was clean in track, man.
The man keeps folding it out.
What'd you do, hundreds?
Yeah, I was in the 100s. About sophomore year, I was the 9th fastest in the state. I ran a 11.27.
Of California?
No, Nevada.
Nevada. Okay.
Yeah, 9th fastest in the state, sophomore year. Yeah, but I was supposed to take off. That was my thing, but I don't really fuck with track like that, So I ended up still playing football. Dixie got me. They were basically, they were D2 at the time. And they were like, hey, we're going D1. We're recruiting hella players. We're trying, this shit's going to take off. You know what I'm saying? We're going crazy.
That is crazy.
I fucked with it. I was like, shit, I'm finna be starting a new program and everything. Went out there.
I'm the man.
Shit.
He said, I'm him.
That's the but here's the crazy part about it is that they sold me on a dream, man. Is that they told me all of this bullshit. Went out there, ended up tearing my knee. And they basically, next day, they came into the hospital room. They fired it was crazy. That week, I got hurt. The next day, they fired the whole coaching staff. not because of my injury, just because over some other stuff. They were like, because our recruiting class was, so basically a normal D1 recruiting class is about like 20, 25 people.
Yeah.
Okay. They gave out like almost like things like 35, 40 scholarships. And then basically they were like, you guys need to cut these players. So the new coaches came to my room the next day and they were like, basically like, hey, they told me the situation and they were like, bro, we got to cut you. You know what I'm saying? You're
Wouldn't
hurt.
happen though if he was healthy though.
They were like, why would they were like, there's no reason for us to want to keep you. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I understand it was a business move. They were just like,
Yeah, I was just
we
about
have
to
this-
say that, bro. You
Yeah.
got your first little taste of business, but in college instead of
Exactly.
NFL, because that's how they be doing the NFL players, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Hell
like
yeah.
like a misused car part, blood. You get hurt and you just put off to the side, but they ain't got all them tags like they do in fucking the NFL, so they can still keep you and then not necessarily
Yep.
affect their cap and their money.
Exactly. Bro, and I was still a child, bro. I was 17 still, man. I was like, damn, y'all fucked up, bro. So that shit fucked with me. So I'm telling you, man, like I was in like a real bad state. Like I was thinking like my career's over. Ended up transferring to this D3 school out in Virginia. I was like my last chance type of stuff. It was this Mormon college, man.
Damn.
Bro, sucked out there. I'm telling you. You ever been to Virginia?
Nah, but my dad actually used to live in Virginia, West Virginia.
Well, yeah, I was in Southern Virginia.
And Mormon,
Yeah,
you
bro.
said?
Mormon, bro.
Was it hard, like, trying to get girls out there and shit? Because I know they be done.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie.
Because they do something that's
They
called
love
soaking.
black
Do you
guys.
know,
No, that
you know
ain't
what
a problem.
soaking is?
That boy didn't have a
Oh, hell
problem.
yeah, I know
he
what
said.
soaking
You know what soaking is? Do you know what
Yeah.
earthquaking is?
No, earthquake.
So
yeah.
earthquaking, basically, this is like another level of soaking. So it's like somebody deconstructed soaking and made a better version
and then
of
they
it.
like shake the bed while
Exactly,
they do it.
yeah. So you
I'm
have
like-
to do it on bunk beds. So basically, it's like soaking, except you're on the top bunk, and then you got your homie in the bottom bunk.
You know what it is?
Hitting the bed for you.
Damn.
So it's like,
Do you know what it is?
No.
technically,
Bro,
you're not
okay.
having sex.
You gotta tell them what soaking is real
So
quick.
soaking is like basically they believe, or more. I'm not gonna say they. Mormons believe that if you put it in, when I say in, I'm talking about a male
Yeah.
penis, right?
Yeah.
And you put it in the vagina, as long as you leave it there, that's not sex. They trying
You
to
just
like
don't
loopholes.
move.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like lawyers of sex.
Yeah.
They trying to find all the loopholes they can.
And then what an earthquake is that they'll have their friends or someone else
Smack
will
the bed.
Like
Shake
they'll
the
just
bed,
shake
yeah.
the bed, and then they'll be like,
So they're basically moving, but
That's
since it's not
scandalous,
them
bro.
doing it,
That's scandalous.
so yeah, so it's soaking and earthquaking. But either
No,
way,
I've never done that.
Nah,
I ain't
you
gonna.
never
I've
done
never,
that.
never been a part of that. But
Yeah.
But
I ain't gonna. Yeah,
but a lot of people be hustling backwards out there. We Mormon, but we just pick and choose the rules and what we want to do.
That's the thing,
People are
bro.
young, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
them Mormon girls are different, man. I'm not gonna lie. They ain't Mormons for
Well,
real.
everybody
That's
wants
what I'm
what they
saying.
can't have,
They
you know.
Mormons
And when
for
you're a
real.
Mormon or you're very religious, everything's off limits.
Hell yeah, that's what I noticed about it. That's why I always tell people, like, when you're raising your kids, like, you gotta have like discipline, but at the same time though, you can't be too strict because that's what really get causes.
That's what I was.
They want to
lis-
do everything else.
I was listening to Kevin Gates, and he was bringing up the same thing. He's like, he just wants his kids to have communication. Like he doesn't want to be like too aggressive and shit. You know, like
Exactly.
me and
Your
my
kids
child.
should be
But,
able
like,
to talk
they
to
should
you.
be able
They
to,
should be
like-
able to open up and be like, yo, dad, this is what's going on in my life.
Yeah.
Like, I got real problems. How can I fix this? You know,
Yeah.
your kids should never be afraid of being like, let me go and talk to you. You know, that's
Yeah,
your parent,
facts.
bro. Like, what?
Yeah, no facts. Yeah, that's exactly what Kevin Gates was saying. I was literally watching I worked last night, so you know.
And I had like one of those parents too, where it's like my pops, and you met my pops.
Yeah, no,
and
he's
so,
a cool
so
dude.
like you
I
know
fuck with
he's an OG, and like he always was like, bro, we already know you're gonna go out and drink. We already know you're gonna go out and smoke weed. All we say is you do it here.
Exactly.
You do it here where we can keep an eye on you. We know exactly what's going on. We're not gonna sit here and like lock you and chain you into your fucking room and on your bed frame because we don't want you to do anything and we want you to be basically a fucking Boy Scout. They're like, no, we're not done. We know you're gonna do shit. It doesn't matter if it's at night or if it's during the day and you're cutting class and you're out of our sight. If we're the ones holding you back, it's gonna make it that much more tempting. So they're like, just do it here, you know. And even like a lot of people don't know. I'm not even gonna get into that.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
I started like selling weed in high school, and I mean,
That's funny. I feel like every entrepreneur low key sold weed. in high
yeah,
school.
because honestly,
Yeah.
and that was my dad's thing. He was like, look, I know this is illegal.
Not
but-
this one.
But
You
one
gotta
is
figure out a
weed, and he was
hustle,
like,
man.
and two,
What
he
else
was
you
like-
gonna do when you like
Yeah.
16, 17?
and he was like, you're gonna learn a lot of valuable information through business by doing this. That's really what his goal to me. And then the same concept, like, hey, you gonna do it here. You know what I mean? So anybody that came up, I grew up on an 11 so basically I was raised in, this isn't about me, but I was raised in the Bay Area. I moved out to Southern California.
Yeah.
We were able to get, because we're home inspectors and we got different, like, you know what I mean, different skill set. We were able to get this house that was on an 11-acre avocado ranch. It was $2,500 a month on 11-acre avocado ranch in the hills. We didn't have to like service the fucking ranch or do anything like that. We just lived in the house, but it had a 2-story detached garage, and I'm in high school. You know what I mean? Detached, and it's like, so, bro, I had a pool table in that motherfucker, ping pong table, and either way, it's like everybody would come up. Instead of me having to drive out and hand out sacks all fucking day, they would come up to me. Like, you know what I mean? And basically, we kept it in-house.
You got to get it how you play it, my boy.
Yeah.
Exactly, and it's all about hustling, you know what I'm saying? And really teaching people about business. But anyway.
I want to bring it back
go ahead.
to, so you get to Virginia, Mormon College.
Oh, yep.
How'd that play out?
So how does that end?
Well, it turned out terrible, bro. Obviously, they didn't fuck with me. You know, you see how I'm dressed. You see how I rock. You know what I'm saying?
Virginia.
Yeah, I'm not that vibe. I'm not Mormon and everything.
No.
And I'm not the type. I'm a type of person. I'll never switch for anybody. I can bend a little bit, but at the same time, though, I ain't gonna switch my character.
Exactly.
You know, I still believe in what I stand for. You know, so it was weird. It was funny. So the funny part is I got my knee injury in, but that's not really the reason why I left Dixie. Well, that is the reason why I left Dixie, stopped playing football there. But I actually got kicked out of Dixie for some bullshit. Like some guy had some alcohol in my place and I got a ticket for it type thing. But then I went over to Virginia. I ended up getting kicked out of there too because I made a YouTube video where I made out with a girl in a hot tub, and they called it softcore porn.
Really?
Swear on my life, man. It was the stupidest thing. I remember I had to go to how they had it was that I had to go
Mormon college.
I had to go to trial where they basically had like all the deans and everybody come talk to me, and they talked about like all the stuff that I'd done. They listed it off, and they were like, "Yeah, this is the last thing."
So they kicked you out.
Kicked me out, my man.
How long did you have until you got your degree? Or
I didn't get my degree.
No. How long did you have left? What I guess.
Oh no, this is my first year, bro. I was 1 year in college.
He said
you thought this was a long ass process? Nah, this was
right.
quick, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That's what I'm saying. Life happens quick as fuck, bro. This was This was a whole year.
Is the audio good?
I had my first semester at Dixie, second semester at Southern Virginia, man.
Yeah.
It was just like, and that shit was over.
That was it.
So what happens after Dixie?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. My bad, but you said softcore and porn. I feel like that's a good segue because we were talking about. So basically, we were doing our investigations. You know what I mean, with our little monocle and our detective hat and shit like that. With a little pipe, and we know that you were tampering a little bit. You was messing around with the OnlyFans. What exactly did that entail, and how did you fall into that?
No, man. So yeah, I do OnlyFans.
I feel like you 10 motherfuckers in one right now because where we're going and where we're going to end is kind of crazy.
You, at the end of the day, I'm a hustler, bro. It's really when there's a money sign in a lot of stuff, I'm willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it really was after I got my social media stuff going. I had the guy who got me into social media, like my brother. His name's like Jawani. I don't know if I should say his Instagram name.
No, drop him. Yeah,
Flaming Geos. As my brother to the day I die. Respect. I shout him out every single time.
Shout out Flaming Geos.
Yeah, but that boy, he's the one who got me in all this social media stuff. And then one day he started doing OnlyFans. And then bros told me, he showed me a picture, bro. He made $40,000 off one picture.
Now, what was the picture?
Bruh, don't fuck with me.
The man was shirtless. It was just it was an ad picture in the motherfucking mirror.
Boxers on, no.
No, it was just some V-line shit. It was like, I don't even really remember.
He made 40 racks.
40. I'm telling you, off that one picture.
I'm gonna sign up right now and start doing some crunches.
So as soon as I seen that, I was like, bro, there's no way. But I made the connection with though. It was just that.
Yeah.
Because at the time I didn't have my social media like that popping like this. Okay. I was working on it, but I was like, he showed me that, and I was like, okay, it's because he's got millions of followers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, even though he's a good looking dude, but it's really because he's attracting that type of audience. You know what I'm saying? Where he's able to show it to so many people that are willing to purchase it. Because there's a lot of weird motherfuckers out there.
And some people can't translate from one platform to the next. So it's not a guarantee, you know?
Mm-hmm. So so my boy, he showed me that, and then as soon as I seen it, I got that taste. I was like, I was like, okay. So in my head, I'm like, all right, my plan is that I'm gonna blow up my TikTok, blow up Instagram, blow up everything, all my social medias, and then basically to get the money to like bring in the revenue, because social media, you make money, but it's not crazy money.
Yeah, it's not
you know what I'm saying?
sustainable.
The revenue on OnlyFans is a lot bigger margins.
So who taught you how to start blowing up or building your Instagram, your TikTok?
Well, it was on me.
Was all you?
Self-grown.
Now, like, what did you like? What gave you the intuition to be like,
or like the light bulb moment?
The light bulb to be like, yo, I need to make this content to start, or what did you even do for content first on TikTok?
Dude, I'm telling you, the funny part is that no one's ever gonna really see my full TikTok profile because I actually just archived every video.
Yeah.
I actually have more than like 600 videos. I
do
got more than
doing
half
what?
a billion views.
I do.
I'll let you know.
That's crazy.
Bro,
I do the same
everything,
thing with my
not
Instagram
one
though.
So I started off doing like comedy videos where I was just like making jokes and stuff. And then I don't know if you guys know what POVs are.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's like, yeah, so I used to make POV videos. It's crazy that I do like OnlyFans now. But I used to make like serious emotional videos about like real deep subjects. Okay?
Like
'Cause
where
this
I
is stuff that-
started versus where I'm at type shit.
No, bro. Like
Even
I used to
deeper?
make like I used to do like skits on like there was one I did that a stepdaughter like assaulted his a stepdad assaulted his daughter type
Yeah.
thing. You know,
Oh,
and then I had
shit.
another one was like a drunk dad that was like beating on his son. And I had another one was like two brothers were like growing up and like trying to
Yeah.
like make it up type stuff. It was just a whole bunch of different deep issues that had like
That's almost like therapeutic type videos.
that's why people were fucking with them, bro.
Now,
is
who
that
gave you this idea, or was it just all you?
dude,
Again?
no, it was here's
just
the
came
crazy
about,
part.
just
It was
natural.
that I was doing the comedy stuff, it was working, and then one day I went to Playlist Live. It's this event in Florida. Okay. And I used to make videos just in my bathroom. Like dead ass, the same concept every single time. It was like real, just simple video. And I couldn't do that anymore because I'm in Florida, but I'm still trying to make content. So I was like, fuck it, let me think of some stuff. And I was like, let me go ahead and make this video. I made a video about there was a drunk stepdad one. Okay. Blew the fuck up, bro. It was getting like, I remember I was like getting like 5 million views on it. It was getting like, but the thing is that they were series. That's what really was crazy about it. No one's ever done this before, is that it wasn't one TikTok. I would have, it was like 5 different TikToks. So I'd have part 1, part 2, part 3, part 5. So I used to have a different Instagram. I used to have over 100K on my other Instagram. But I used to do it was that I used to tell people I won't post part 1, I won't post part 2 until I get 50K or 30K on my Instagram. And then people go all to my Instagram, follow me up, everything. But yeah, I was doing those
I got
skits.
the pen and pad out right now. I'm soaking up the free game.
Bro, I'll tell people the game is that there's no one like key answer
Way to do
you know
it, yeah.
exactly. You know, you got to try everything and just do it and just see what works. And the crazy part about it is that even though when one thing works, is that you can't be afraid, like how you were talking about, pivot and turn into something else. You know, you can't be like, oh, because I'm doing this is what I have to do for the rest of my life. You have to be like, no, this is what I do right now.
How you react,
You
how
know?
you respond to something
Exactly.
going wrong or not going to plan.
Exactly, bro. I'm telling people, like, my biggest thing, what I always like to like share out, especially to the kids and the youth, what I'm really big on is that it doesn't matter what you've been through, what type of tribulations or who you thought you were, you can always change it, man. Like, I came from the dirt. Like, I'm telling you where I came from, people don't make it out. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done shit that I should have never done that would have ended me up not here. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I made it out and I'm a whole different person. People would never expect that. You know what I'm saying? But before I used to be really afraid and kind of hide from it. But now I'm kind of like, I want to share it more to people because at the end of the day, I'm realizing that I had to go through those stuff.
And there's kids out there just
Yeah.
like you. You know
Bro,
what I mean?
exactly.
How old are you, bro?
I'm 23. Yeah, bro. All the stuff that I went through, the getting expelled, like I was real depressed, bro. I was like, my life's over, everything, bro. Wanted it over, you know. But came back from all of it, and now I'm thankful for it. Every single day, I'm like, bro. That's why when we came in here, you asked like, I said, how you living, and I'll tell you, asked me, I'll say, I'm living. You want to know why? Because it doesn't matter if I'm good or bad. I'm grateful that I'm living, bro. It doesn't matter what can go on. I can have the worst day in my life. I'm living. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm
like
just What
I'm
else am I
like
gonna
that too.
say?
Like I'm like high on life. Like people like every day I'm just grateful to be alive from like circumstances, but also just like other people that I've seen like people like lose their life in like seconds, and it's just like
He was
you
in
don't
the
you
Marine
don't
Corps,
ever
by
you don't
the
ever
way.
think about that shit.
You were in the Marine Corps?
Yeah, yeah. And
Damn,
it's like you
my
don't ever
boy.
think about that, or like for me the biggest thing, and like I don't know if I've said this before, but it's like, you know, one moment me and my mom might get in an argument. I leave the house.
It's the
Who
last
says say
time
I
you
gotta
see
come
it,
back?
you know what I
Exactly,
mean?
my
Who says
boy.
I gotta come back?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I
that
got
could
that
be your
shit.
last
So
conversation
you
with
never
her.
get you never know.
Because people say goodbye, but they don't really say goodbye. If you don't look somebody in their eyes and say, hey, you know what, Fredo, I got much love for you. Hey, you know what, Chino, I got much love for you. Hey, make sure you drive safe. That's a real goodbye. Hey, later, bro. Not that cool shit where you don't even look at people, because just like the concept of the word goodbye is basically saying like I may not see you again. You know what I mean? So I want to say it now type shit. And that gets lost, you know what I'm saying? And people tend to just do that, like shit where it's just like offhanded, you know what I mean? And that's the type of thing where I make sure I really say goodbye when I say goodbye to somebody. And it may feel like it's a little like overzealous and you know, I mean, I pick my shots. I ain't gonna say it to some random motherfucker, but like my parents, my people that I fuck with,
people you care about. Yeah,
exactly,
man. It's real
man.
important.
And it's crazy. It's just something that I really feel is important. But he wasn't only a Marine. The reason, why don't you tell him?
Well,
why don't you tell him what just
explain,
happened?
yeah,
Well, I mean, but it was actually before that. Like before that, I really felt that. But like, well, I got shot recently. Like
Swear, my boy.
In October.
The fuck you do to get shot?
Shit.
He's
I
a
thought I was
security
being
guard.
superhero. Nah,
But I'm
Oh,
basically
you
that
took it
kicked
down.
in.
No, it
so
wasn't
the-
at work. It wasn't.
It wasn't at work, but
yeah.
he was at the club and the security guard instincts kicked in.
Yeah.
You were at the club.
Yeah.
Where was the real security?
They
We
were
can't-
standing there. Nah.
Yeah, we
I
can't really talk on it. But either way,
can't
we'll
talk
edit
too
out
much
the bad
yet.
shit.
But well, I'll tell you the story after. But
No, at
But
the end of the
yeah,
day,
but-
you guess your camera work, bro. I'm saying we don't
Yeah.
gotta tell me right now. Just tell me after.
Yeah,
but at
yeah,
the same
yeah.
time, though, you know what I'm saying?
no, yeah, no.
Who
I mean,
cares?
I can
talked
tell you
about
the
it
story.
on
Like, I
camera.
mean, I guess like, let's see. So, some dude ended up having a gun, and
What club was this?
So you're in
right
Santa
here in Santa
Barbara,
Barbara.
bro.
Yeah.
It was honestly my main
Yeah.
spot
I
to
ain't
kick
going
it.
to clubs out here and shit.
Nah, bro.
I ain't gonna kind of clubs I go to.
It was.
Security pat you down. You go.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
gotta
that's
go
what
through
they
the
don't
thing.
do. That's what they
Oh,
don't
fuck.
fucking do.
Yeah. out here.
No, I can't
Yeah.
see. That's why I like going to clubs, bro. It's a safe atmosphere. You get it's just good vibes,
Boy,
man.
you be rolling around with your own
saying?
personal security guard and shit. I know how you roll.
Bro, I'm real good on my security.
Stay
Ask her,
safe.
bro. I got cameras all in my place. I got what is it called, fingerprint locks. My place, they just try to tell me I got to take them off. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm not taking off my locks.
Yeah, nah.
I got them for a reason, man.
Yeah.
Just to get into my place, there's 3 different codes. You got to go through 3 different keypads, and they're all 3 different codes. I'm telling you, I don't play about my security.
Yeah.
I
You
always
heard
got
it here first.
No, you
That's
need
it.
it.
It's
You
my
need it,
life, my
especially
man.
these days. Like, it should be weird, bro.
Exactly, bro. My life is valuable, baby.
I think that's what a lot of people fall short on. That is like they
Hold
just
on,
a lot of people.
but I don't want to. I don't mean to cut you off. But basically, the story: somebody pulled out a gun. He was an active shooter. He stopped him, bro.
Kinda.
Yeah,
I don't like talking about. I don't like. Yeah.
we'll cut this shit out if you don't want it in there. But
Yeah,
that's basically
at
in
the,
a nutshell
at the
what
end of the day,
happened.
apparently per a police
You a real
report,
humble dude, my boy.
per police report, I
He
was the
is.
second dude he had pulled the gun on. So like I
That
just
night,
and I guess something in me made me be the guy to. Fucking
get
take
it.
the
It's
brunt of
one of
force,
those-
You know, it's like whatever.
But I've been in those moments, and at the end of the day, I will always tell people, okay, is that it takes a real man to do something that what you did, you know, and it's a lot of people watching this. They'll go ahead and listen to this, and they'll be like, oh, I could have done that if I was in that same situation. But I'm telling you, when a lot of people, 99% of people, when you get in that situation, you gonna duck.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna fold. I've been there, bro, and I've folded. You know what I'm saying? I've seen the lights going out of people's eyes, and I'm like, that. I'm not like that.
I don't wanna-
You know what I'm
That
saying?
shit crazy.
I'll
That's
be
really
all
where
right if I
changed
never
my-
see
I'm
that
like,
again.
Yeah, I was, bro, because I used to be running and trying to. Thought I was someone else who I shouldn't have thought I was. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's
But
been there.
at the end of the day, I realized I'm not meant for that life. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot more.
Thank God.
Better
You
things,
got
you
something
know?
better to give. It's
Exactly.
crazy. It's crazy. And
And
I
bro-
mean, just already, just like you're 23, and just the message you can already pass on, and the
Oh,
people
yeah.
you can touch, and that I definitely don't even know of and can't even imagine. But you know,
I'll
you
tell
told
people,
me.
I keep it real, baby. I ain't one of those bullshit motherfuckers gonna tell you, man, like my life was perfect or something, that I came out, everything was beautiful. You know, I knew exactly how to get it. You know, I made a lot of mistakes. I didn't know how to get it, and I still don't know how to get it.
And that's
you
the
know?
part that honestly, when I first met you, that I related with is your directness. You know what I mean? And that comes from experience and just being like, I don't got time to beat around the bush. I'm gonna let you know exactly how I'm feeling, because I need to get from point A to point B, and I'm not here to fucking, just all the basically the fucking, hey, we're making small talk, we're doing this. And that's the kind of person I am. I've adapted a little bit, but either way, it's like that's one thing that I notice about you straight off that can kind of lead and tell a story. It's a telltale sign of somebody's experience.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They've been through it. So we just need to get straight to the information.
No, I get
And that's
life is short, baby. You
Yeah.
don't got time for all that.
So you ran. So you got college. You ran some OnlyFans. What I do want to bring it to, and we could go back to the OnlyFans if we want to, but you at some point were driving. Your car was breaking down weekly, right?
Yeah.
What? How?
It's funny that y'all know about that, though.
Yeah. So like, how do you go from your car breaking down weekly to where you're at today? It doesn't have to be sequential, but like, how do you go from
Ooh, sequential.
You
Sound the
know
vocabulary.
what I'm saying?
Big words,
He
big words. I
he
like
went
it.
up
I
a
like
notch
it.
in my book.
Like I just want to know, like you literally were like your car was breaking down
man,
weekly.
don't
Like,
play with me.
what was the first step you took from that? You see your car breaking down weekly. What was the first thing?
Shit, man. People don't know about my car break. You said like it was like a 1996 Suzuki or something.
Shout out
Bro,
the 1996 Suzuki, boy.
Shit
Come
used
on.
to overheat as a motherfucker. I don't know if you guys ever seen the hot and cold sign. I don't know if you ever seen it on Max Hot, but I have. When the engine's literally smoking white because the radiator is just going. My shit was bad, bro. But yeah, man, bro. That's not even the worst of it. That was actually in the middle of my journey. I used to be way worse, bro. I'm telling you, I lived homeless with my mom, my man. Man, shit was bad. I slept on the floors, my man. And the thing is, what's crazy about it is that what I always tell people, I'm gonna be the most richest ghetto nigga in the world. Cause even though when I got money, my values and the things I liked never changed. You know, I'm used to. If you told me that I've still, when I had money, still slept in my car because I didn't want to get a hotel room. I'm like, bro, fuck it. We gonna sleep in the car. I'm not tripping.
I'm used to it.
You know what I'm saying? I'll sleep on this couch right now. You know what I'm saying?
You
I don't
turn your
need
weakness into a strength.
Exactly. Like some people, we try to act like they bougie or something, be like, oh no, I can't. Like I always tell people, I go out to the nicest 5-star restaurants all of LA. But if you tell me to go to McDonald's right now, hell yeah, I'm picking that every single time.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Facts.
I already know my order. Large fry with the spicy McChicken. Might fuck around and get the McDouble. Shit. Get the chicken nuggets. Yeah, we lit. Oh God.
You fucking making me hungry.
No, that's crazy.
But
That's the
yeah.
biggest McDonald's connoisseur in the fucking planet
Really?
right now.
Yeah, sometimes bro,
People
that's just
don't
what I was
know.
raised on.
McDonald's a little expensive now. I ain't gonna cap.
But it was back in the day.
Back in the
You
day,
get that McChicken for $1.
oh God, people don't remember, bro. Hey,
Now
I used to
you
come out digging in the couch, bro, just for quarters, my nigga, just to get that McChicken.
Well, there's
Bro,
shit
those were
that
the
like,
days.
bro, that's the thing that they say. You got to have the bad to appreciate the good.
Hell yeah.
And it's subjective
Oh,
to
God.
everybody because somebody's good is somebody else's bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's why I'm glad that I went through what I went through when I was young. I knew the trials and tribulations. I knew what bad really was.
Exactly.
To be able to value where I'm at now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's things that growing up poor, there's just things that like, cold food tastes better than fucking hot food. You learn that shit when you ain't growing up with nothing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And different shit like that. I could go on all day, but either way, I echo basically what you're saying because that's some real shit, bro.
Yeah,
for
but
real.
then it allows you to be grateful for stuff. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? You still look at stuff in a different picture, in a different light. You know what I'm saying? You realize that a lot of people's problems out there are really not that big. You know, a lot of
No, they're
stuff that we
not.
complain
They're
about
not.
and that we try to make and seem like is the end of the world. It really
Nah,
isn't.
yeah,
You know,
it just
you can
feels
always
like
get
it.
past
And
it.
we you know
Just-
what's
yeah,
crazy
it just feels like
is
it.
the last podcast we were talking and I was like, yeah, bro, like I was basically shitting that my dad would buy Little Caesars weekly. We go because
$5.
my parents
Bro,
are divorced,
fresh and ready.
so I'd be
Yeah.
like,
Hot
yeah,
and
he bought fucking Little Caesars at 3:00, and by the time 6:00 rolls around, we already have cold $5 Little Caesars. Now I'm over here, kind of complaining, but there's some real people who didn't even eat that night.
Yeah.
You
But
know
you
what
know
I'm
what's
saying?
beautiful though? Is that notice how that's something that you remember so clearly, bro?
That's what he brought up.
Like those are those moments, bro.
It's about the journey.
Exactly. Like it's not. Even when I got money now, I just forget all about those moments that I'm having. Those stuff it's not that cool, but like I remember so vividly, like when I was in the trenches,
Those
bro.
core
Like 'cause
memories, bro, that
That's
built
when
you.
I felt real love. Everything was real, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had my family real close. It was, shit. Those were the days. You know what I'm saying? Won't go back. But at the end of the day,
exactly.
shit, those were the days. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
I
I'm
got a
grateful
song,
for it.
and I said we ain't never going back to the block. I switched up.
hell no.
I switched up on that dope, and I bought us some stocks. We ain't never going back to the block. You know
Ooh.
what I mean? So it's like I got
That's
a
your
song.
bar? I like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
clean.
yeah. I got a song. I'll show it to you a little later, but yeah, definitely. But before
fuck with that. That's a bar right there.
But before we move on from that shit, obviously, is there anything else that you want to add on the influencer tip on how you got started with social media or what kind of started it off? You kind of strike me as somebody that was just authentically being yourself, and it kind of was something that just caught on.
Yeah, really. To be
Pretty
completely
much.
honest, bro.
You fell
like,
into the fold that you needed to because just like you
Yeah.
said, you a hustler from way back. Like, that's kind of how you were raised. So whatever you saw that can make you some money, you're like, I'm on that.
Exactly. I used to literally grind where I took it, but I took it as a serious job. Okay, I would wake up at 7 a.m., make my first video so I can post it by 12.
Oh, so you
'Cause
took that shit for real?
I'm telling you, bro. It used to take me like
Okay.
4 or 5 hours making my first video. It was the skit ones. Okay, Took me first 5 hours. I'd post by 12:1. Sometimes I'd be late, obviously. Okay. Then from 1, I would start making my other one. I would try to post by 3. Okay. Then by 3, I would get some food, break. Okay. And then I would try to have another one posted by 7, right at the end of the night.
So you're doing 3, 4 a day.
I did this for more than 6, 7 months, bro.
So it's a concerted effort.
So
It's not
6
by accident.
months, 3 to 4 times a day.
Bro, and I'm telling you, I did not leave the house one time.
Bro,
I
that
think it was
shit's
way
crazy.
You
longer.
saw the light at the end
It
of the
was
tunnel,
8, 9
and you're like, I'm on that
bro,
shit.
is that as soon as I'm telling you,
I've
as soon
heard
as he
this
told me
shit.
the
I thought
money,
it was cap, but now I'm hearing it for the first time from someone who really done it.
No,
well, I've heard people like, you got to post 3, 4 times a day, and I'm like, bro,
most
how
people-
you gonna post
No,
3, 4
Most
bro,
times?
people
I'm
aren't
telling you,
transparent. You see how he explained it? He basically said the same thing, except he broke down how he did it.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
It's just because it's about trying new things, because you don't know what's gonna work, bro. You can't.
Exactly.
Even at the end of the day, you might think you have a secret sauce or what you like doing, but then that's not what other people's opinion might be about you. You know what I'm saying? I've posted videos that I thought were shit. People fucked with. I've posted videos that I like. I'm like, bro, this is the most banging piece of content. People were like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
And that's what I've been talking.
You can't say nothing about it.
That's what I've been talking to Fredo a lot about a little bit, is about how you need to be aware on how society perceives you.
Exactly.
And you got to get sexist with it. You got to get racist with it. You got to get every ist. You got to get with
Definitely.
it, because however society brainwashes or conditions people to think based off how you look, that's what they're thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to run with that, or at least build off that, and you can turn it into something that's your own later down the line. But just to get people hooked, people like stuff that they're familiar with.
No, but that's okay. But we were talking about outside. The thing with society is that people want things so easy. They want people expect, as soon as I come out into the world, everybody should accept me for who I am. It sounds cute,
Life
and
not
I
fair.
would love
Exactly.
for it to be like
in
that.
a perfect world.
Exactly. But we're not in a perfect world.
No.
We're in this world.
Exactly.
Okay, and it doesn't work like that, you know? And a lot of people don't realize that, and you can't get mad about it. Like, I've had a lot of racist stuff happen to me, especially me being a black person, okay? Even though I'm mad and I hate about it in the world, but at the end of the day, I know that I can never change that. I'm never going to be able to cure racism. That's going to be a thing that's going to happen for the rest of my life.
You got to roll with the punches.
Exactly. So there's a lot of stuff that I do that I take precaution-wise, and I'm like, bro, I got to know more than other people. You know what I'm saying? When I'm rolling with someone like your skin color, there's ways that we can't do the same things.
Exactly.
Okay? But that's not a problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Am I going to cry about it and be like, oh my God, we got to change? Like,
Or hold it against somebody else.
Exactly.
It's like, this is my
that's-
fucking life. You know what I mean?
That's the thing too. I hate people like, they be always trying to make, like, white people, y'all have done a lot of fucked up thing, but you ain't the one who did it though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't the motherfucker who did slavery. You know what I'm saying? Why motherfuckers trying to make it seem like it's y'all the current white people that
A lot
did
of
it,
people
or whatever
aren't
generation.
emotionally intelligent enough to be able to express their emotions properly, so they're gonna grab on to anything that they know. Where I most things that are socially accepted, especially by men, emotion wise, is aggression and being mad. So instead, like, they're gonna bottle up fear, insecurity, a lot of different emotions, sadness, all those different type of emotions that it's not socially acceptable for men to feel. They're going to bottle it into being mad and aggressiveness. And that's how they're going to portray it. Because at some point you got to express how you're feeling, or else you're just going to fucking go haywire, you know? And so at the end of the day, I don't hold it against them, because they just don't know no better. That's how I kind of think. But still, that doesn't stop me from paying it forward and having a good message like you're talking about, and making sure that, you know what, there may have been some bad shit but it stops here. I'm not going to progress that cycle.
That's my thing. Is at the end of the day, like how you are talking about, a lot of motherfuckers, we are mad, bro. A hell of shit for us to be mad about. But at the same time, though, at the end of the day, you got to let it go. At the end of the day, there's got to be some time when you got to say your graces, my boy. Like, you know, I got a lot of better stuff to do than getting mad over some bullshit that happened over so long ago.
No, really,
and
it's a detriment to yourself to stay mad. You're keeping yourself locked in an invisible prison by letting somebody else control your emotions. Because if you're somebody like me, I used to be super confrontational, super aggressive. Somebody knows what that tells somebody that's really playing the game. Hey, I could say this, and this, and I can get DG off kilter.
Exactly.
It goes into like energy and emotional intelligence. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like just controlling like who you let affect you, and you know the vibrations and frequency that you're gonna operate on. Honestly.
Exactly. I used to be the same way, bro. I used to be always used to get into fights, man. People used to be that guy, man. Every time, every little thing. But first, I always say that before I speak on this. I want to say this on camera for sure. Never started a fight in my life. But I'm the same time, I'm the same guy. If you do want to fight, I'm the first guy to be like, all right, bet, let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? Started, but you gonna finish it.
Exactly, type of thing.
So keep going.
No. Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah. So I used to be real confrontational and getting on. with everybody. But now I've learned there's more to life about
Yeah.
that. You know, now I'm real chill. I always like to.
No, you give
You
off
know,
a very
but,
intelligent and well-known and self-assured presence,
And
especially
honest-
for being 23.
And honestly,
You know what
it's
I
the
mean?
confidence. The confidence kills people sometimes.
Exactly.
When they be finding out how old you are, or like the plays you be making, and they just be like, people. Some people are haters for real, for real.
And it's about putting
And, like,
forth,
and
putting
that's
forth
the
an
thing,
image.
it's
It's
like-
marketing. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but like some
Everything
people
is.
hate on confidence. They just mad that like
yeah.
They
Well,
really
I'm
don't
living,
have it.
baby.
Like,
I
and
got
it's
that
like,
swag.
come
I don't know. I'm just
Like,
doing me,
having
baby.
it, bro. It's just like me. At least this is how I feel. I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
If you don't want to have a good time, go sit over there or go do something. But don't try to get mad at me because misery loves company, and you can't help but see that I'm having a
Exactly.
good time, and you want to spread your fucking negative disease that you got throughout. However it is that you learned how to deal with your shit. You know what I mean? But either way, it is what it is. So we talked a little bit about the past. Let's go into the present and the future a little bit.
Yeah, let's do it.
And basically how we met. Obviously, you're a real estate agent. You know what I mean? You've
Yes.
been doing your thing in LA for a minute.
Ooh, the most viral real estate agent in California, boy.
I'm already knowing.
Yeah,
And
stop
on
playing
top
with
of
him.
that, you're also an investor in your own right.
Yep.
So let's talk a little bit about how that journey began and how you really, got your first steps or your first taste of the real estate game.
Yeah, so I got real estate. I've touched it in many different ways. We'll talk first about I just bought my first multifamily out in Vegas. Okay?
Congrats.
Got-
Yes, sir.
Thank you, my man. Don't worry.
Do the little,
Yeah.
do the little clap sound effect right now.
I like
man.
it, man.
Just point to
Yeah, but so yeah, I got that. I got 4 units out in Vegas, fully rented it out. Did the whole deal myself. So my dad was the one who actually helped me with it. He bought it under his name because his credit's obviously a lot better, and then
already knowing.
helped him, funded it. But then the best part about it is that I was actually able to get, because since I'm a real estate agent, got with the other real estate agent in that place, so I got half my commission on it, and then I even negotiated my own price
That's
on
how
it.
we
So
do it, baby.
so I negotiated way down.
That's
on
free
my price
game for
the
everybody
place.
watching, just so you know.
Yeah, people don't know. You get
That's free
Yeah.
game,
There's
bro.
ways to make the money, and I put the money that I made, all that. I didn't even keep it. I put it straight into renovations. So the crazy
Smart
about it is
man.
that I bought my place, ended up paying full price $540 for it. Okay, it appraised for $565. Currently, it's one of those like cookie cutter ones.
You already
so it's like,
$25,000 in the black.
that's what I'm saying. Before I even
4 bedroom, you
started,
said?
Exactly.
yeah,
Four-
no,
excuse
4
me,
units.
4 unit, 4
yeah,
unit,
4
4
units. So, but so it's one of those cookie cutter neighborhoods. There's like 60 other multifamilies in
They all
that
look the same, yeah.
exactly. So they're all the same layout, same setup.
I call that
Okay?
Legoland.
Exactly. Reason why I got it because I was like, okay, if I'm paying at that time, like they were really supposed to be selling for like, they were selling like for like 575, 580, 600. Okay. Now one of the I just got this lesson. It's about to hit a year. I've had it. One of the comps just came back at 635 for one of the places that they're selling. You know what I'm saying? So
Can I be
y'all
your
do
friend?
the math.
Can I be your friend, Chino?
What you mean, boy? We live with you. You didn't think we wasn't friends before, baby?
You already know. That's crazy. But let's speak a little bit more on how you got started in real estate.
Yeah. So how long have you been an agent for? And yeah, like what caught your attention?
To be honest, I've been an agent officially for like a year and a half, but I've been really taking it seriously for the last like 6 months now. So real estate was just another game and play. You know what I'm saying? It's just the money thing. At the same day, I'll keep stabbing back at it.
theme.
It
What
was
caught
just
your
a-
attention?
It was that, so I was doing the social media stuff. Bro, honestly, I'm going to parties every single weekend at these $1 million mansions and shit. And my homies are all like 18-year-old, 19-year-old kids. They got like $20,000 penthouses. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, obviously I don't want to do TikTok for the rest of my life. Okay, I don't want to be 40 fucking still doing this shit, you know? I was like, what's going to be my next play?
More sustainable.
Exactly. I was like, what's something that I can make good income on? And it's like, because I can't do a 9 to 5, to be completely honest. Okay, I respect it, but then I don't. It doesn't make sense for me to have someone else to dictate my pay.
You're lying in
You know what
somebody
I'm saying?
else's pockets.
Exactly. And then at the end of the day, I can't. Even if I do a better job, I don't get paid more.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
If I come in that 8 hours, I'm still making that $19 an hour. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if I came in there, helped 50 customers, and the next day I helped out 100 customers, still get paid the same amount. I don't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler. I got to make my money because at the end of the day, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it, you know, type of thing. So thought about it, and I was like, real estate's going to make sense. You know what I'm saying? When all my current friends and personal people that I hang out with, all these rappers, celebrities, all these people, when they start buying houses and cribs, first person they're going to call and contact is going to be me. You know what I'm saying? And It's been working good. I will be completely honest. I'm gonna give it full transparency. It is still a grind. At the end of the day, I'm feeling like I'm starting all over again. Like, you know, but it's just like with every business.
About that though, a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. People make it sound like it's a bad thing. I love it, bro. I love the hustle. Bro, real shit, bro. I'm telling you, even when the social media stuff, even when I blew up, everything, when I got the followers, I was like, I didn't fuck with it as much. It came easy. You know what I'm saying? I like the grind. I like the feeling of like, bro, am I gonna make this? And I like the people doubting you
and working towards something. You know
exactly,
what I mean? When
bro.
you're taking steps in the right direction, it just feels right, you know. And I met you through, shout out the OG Ty Savet, my homie. You know what I mean, the mentor.
It's
and
my boy.
Let's speak a little bit about how you linked up with him and how you met him.
So I'm telling you guys, man, stuff's a whole crazy story, man. Okay, so I found out about Ty was that. So I'm a hustler, bro.
Head broker of Agents of LA, by the way. Go ahead.
When I got my license, I'm like, okay, I got my license now. I want to fuck with the big dogs. Okay, I was like, cause I got a lot to offer. I got my whole social media stuff backing me. I'm like, I know I can use it to market myself. Okay. So I look up like the top 5 brokerages. Agents of LA was the 3rd one. Okay, called the first 2. They didn't answer. I called Ty. I tell him my whole spiel. I'm like, hey man, I'm a brand new agent. I want to come fuck with you.
He's
and
a grinder,
like
bro. He related with it.
No, you want to know? You thought he related with it? Fuck no. Bro said, nah, I don't fuck with new agents. It was about to hang up the phone. I said right before, I'm telling you, my heart dropped. I'm like, bro, how old was I? Like 20, 21 or something?
Yeah. Cold call.
Yeah, but literally it felt like I was about to cry. I'm like shaking. I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, hold up, bro. I decided to just lay out my whole spiel. I tell him my whole social media stuff. I'm like, this is what I bring to the table. I was like, this is people that I know.
You leverage yourself.
I was like, I was like, this is why I think I can do it. All of a sudden, he just goes, he stays silent. He goes, if you're serious, come to the office, 3 o'clock.
Yo, that's what's up.
Like, I was like, shit.
Ty's a G,
honestly,
too.
A lot of people would like fall right there and they'd hang up the phone and, you know, like
real shit.
That's just like, that's some real stuff. Like you just got to get vulnerable sometimes and be like, and exactly what you did. You, at the end of the day, like you're in real estate now, but you sold yourself.
Exactly.
Right before that phone was about to click, you're like, wait, hold up. Hold up. And then you just
and not because somebody like you were a business fucking major or somebody told you to do it or you had a class on it or you were prepared because that was your internal instinct. You know what I mean? Hey, this is what I need to do right now. A lot of people don't have that. That's a skill set in and of its own. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, I think it's the streets, bro. The streets will teach you a lot, man.
Hell yeah.
It is.
I'm telling me.
And there's like people probably watching this. Alfredo, what the fuck you saying yeah for? But I'm just like,
where are you from?
I'm from here. I'm from Carpinteria, which is that way. But like, you know, at the end
of the day, is that a nice area? I don't know where Carpinteria is.
No, I mean, like all this area is nice.
Carpinteria is a small suburb of Santa Barbara.
At the end of the day, all this area is nice.
Yeah,
you know?
but
like, I did not
proud about
but
that,
like,
bro.
I am. No, for sure. But like, you know, I have been around the world. I've been in some shithole places.
But it's also about like when you live in poverty, it's also isolated to what, you know, section you are on the map.
Yeah.
You know, and what area you're at. When you're here, me saying that I don't have a lot of money in Santa Barbara or Carpinteria isn't the same thing as saying I don't have a lot of money in Florida or Georgia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and a lot of people are imprisoned mentally and psychologically and physically by where they are. They feel like they can't go anywhere else. I know how to do stuff here. So people growing up impoverished in Carpinteria and Santa Barbara, don't get me wrong, we'd be able to go to any other place in the world and flourish. That's the type of upbringing that Fredo and his family have had because they really didn't have a lot. I mean, you know what I mean? Growing up, that's just the truth of it. And he's made something of himself because, like you said, he became an adult right away, went to the Marines, did his own thing. You know, I'm kind of telling his story for him.
I was about to say, my man, you got do an interview for you, baby.
Yeah, but I didn't want him to feel fucking embarrassed to talk about who he was.
I won't talk about my story. I don't know. I just it's not even humble. It's just like I don't know. I don't. I will talk about me, but like
I feel you. I
just like you know, if people know, they know, and if they don't, then you know, if it's on a personal level, someone wants to know, like
let people think what they want. Yeah, you know what I mean,
you know, and at the end of the day, like I've been really working on that. It's just like I know who I am. Like I got to be confident with me, and that's not what people think.
Yeah,
and you know, the more you give out there, you know, people are just gonna want to tear you apart. That's what like the one cool thing about like you is you're open and you're willing to just take because.
Well, at some aspects, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that I do keep there.
I'm sure. Yeah, I am sure. But
I'm a very private person myself, so I can relate with that shit.
These days, and man, people just want to see people fail if they ain't with them.
Exactly, bro. You guys believe in energy?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, bro.
When I say God, I talk. I mean the universe. You know what I mean? I feel like this is my little theological spiel, but I feel like when I say, oh yeah, I'm praying for you or God bless, I feel like
feel like
God
that's energy.
is a little piece of everybody in these lights, in you, in the what built this house, the wood, the grass that surround, the greenery that surrounds you. Everything in this universe has a little piece of God in it, and God is the collective energy as one. But at the same time, that's why I go forth and I treat everybody with that respect. Because that's what I want back. But that's kind of my thing with energy, is that's how I feel, and that somebody wants to mix like spiritual with religious type shit. That's kind of where I lie. And it helps me like be open to everybody's walk of life. And when they talk about their different, things that they go through and their different, it helps me be less close-minded. You know what I mean?
I feel, so I don't want to cut you off, but it's funny because I got a different approach at it, but it's the same conclusion basically.
That's crazy.
But I believe if you really look at every religion and break it down to the bare root, is that every religion believes that you should have respect and love for another human being.
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
If you're Muslim, Christianity, Catholic, Buddhist, doesn't
Jewish,
matter.
anything.
It's just all, no religion teaches hate that says I should go and beat you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all the other stuff we humans, we added on to religion. You know what I'm saying? So what I really believe in is just that's what all God wants at the end of the day. Not all that extra stuff is that God came from here, God wants this. I just believe God wants me to have love for you because you're another human. At the end of the day. Doesn't mean we have to be best friends. Doesn't mean I have to go kiss you or something like some weird shit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I see you, shake hands. We don't even have to shake. We just be good.
Yeah.
I have respect for you. I want to see you do good. I don't care what you're doing to me. I just want to see you do good.
And that's one of the biggest things I feel like in life right now, where I'm at, and with what the upbringing I've had, is just like respect and just like seeing people just be happy and like love. Like I feel like a lot of people can have some hate or just
a lot of hate in the
despise
world
towards people, and it's like,
oh yeah,
bro, all you need in this world is just like dead ass. Like if you're in the youth and you're watching this, like you just need some respect, like for real. Like your teachers, I always tell people, I'm like, yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. Like that's it. That's it. Like there is nothing cool, and there's a lot of people in this world that like think it's for real cool to just, even with my brothers, like I'm not like I'm gonna be straight up, like they'll be disrespecting their teacher, and it's like, bro, like what are you doing?
Oh yeah,
like,
that's not the way. Yeah,
that
ain't the vibe.
Like, that I'm like, if I don't say something, then I'm doing myself a
whipping kids' asses is coming back into style.
I'm not gonna go
really?
there, but it's like, bro, like what are you doing, dog? Like you don't you don't talk to your teacher like that.
Yeah,
at
I
all.
respect you for that, bro, because that's what you should teach
love
the
and
youth.
respect. Like that's it. Like respect is my biggest thing on the board, because it's like if you don't respect someone, how do you love them?
I don't want to teach those kids that bullshit, man. They be trying to teach us like all that dumb stuff. We all gotta kill, shoot, sell drugs and everything. They try to a whole bunch of hate and negativity in the world, man. Like the world is a very scary and dark place.
And that's an important thing to say, especially when you have the platform that you have. It's like, regardless if you want to or not, you're a role model. You know what I mean? And you got to have that thought process, even though that's not the reason you have that thought process. That's something that incentivizes most people that don't think the way you do, where it's like, I just want to be good anyways. Most people don't have that thought. But most people like need a reason. Okay, when you bring little kids into it, it's like, all right, yeah, I'm going to do the right thing because people are watching me type shit.
No, this is my parents, they were real like big on like respect, and they raised me with real good morals. There's like, I have a lot of like standards. I call them pillars of life. Okay. They're just things that I believe in. I don't care if anybody else wants to disagree with them, but I just believe that this is the standards and things how we have to approach life. Okay, there's a whole bunch of them, but that's the way that I basically characterize and go through life. And when I approach people, it helps out because, damn, it's kind of hard. I'm kind of like losing my train of thought real quick. But basically, when I meet new people, I just basically always have respect for them and always want to, like, I want to know exactly what's going on in your life. I want to meet new people.
And that's the one thing you did. You said, what about you, bro? What are you doing?
Exactly, bro.
Like right away, you're just like, yeah, like how you doing? What
people
you got
are
going
interesting,
on?
man.
And people are, and I said that on my very first podcast. I was like, honestly, this is what we're shooting for. I don't know where it's gonna go, but at the end of the day, I just want to talk to people. That's all I said.
Like that. Yeah.
That's kind of what I said. And I'll add to that, like the one thing about you, and like a message that I think, well, you haven't said it, but I'll say it, is resilience. So like for people watching, you were D1 athlete, leg right off. All right, cool. Resilient. You went and found the next one. That didn't work out. Resilient. Found the next one. That didn't work. Oh, you start,
That's literally what I'm about. Exactly.
creator.
Trialing up and down.
Creator.
Never quit.
So there you go. Resilience again. Oh, now you're thinking more ahead. You're like, I'm not doing this till I'm 40. What's the next thing?
That's
So it's just
why,
resiliency
yeah.
and like not getting complacent. Like you could have been cool when you were a D1 and
Yeah.
then just go work a job. Be like, you add it to the resume.
Exactly.
You could have been cool when you were a TikToker and you got your following and you could have just done that. But like, that's like a real hustle.
Yeah. And I feel
like
like
a real hustle.
there's not a lot of people out there like that because especially in LA, everybody's trying to pull out up front and make it seem like I've figured it out, and I've always had it figured out. You never had it hard. People hate to talk about the struggle and hate talking about, their beginnings type of thing. And that's really my big thing is that I'm so proud and I respect of my beginnings because I really feel like that's the reason why I'm the person the way that I am today. If I grew up a different way, I definitely wouldn't be this, So I'm very, very respectful and grateful for it, Obviously, I would never change any minute or second of it.
That's the rare combination, though, is to be proud but still be like respectful. Because a lot of times people get too proud and they feel like they hold themselves on a pedestal. Like, for instance, like when we pulled up the fucking, I'm not trying to name drop or whatever, but when we pulled up to Soulja Boy's birthday party, like. You were stopping to shake hands with everybody, say what's up, take pictures, do whatever. There was there was nothing that was off limits to you. You know what I mean? And you really carry yourself with that type of demeanor, and that's something that I respected. Even having your following, it's like you could easily be like, "Hey, I'm gonna be in the back room. I don't want nobody to see." Blah 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 blah.
Nah,
but you're like, I'm outside
vibing
with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna really be here because that's what I said. Just like you were talking about standing on business. It's like, and that's something that you really do. And a lot of people talk about it, and a lot of people say, especially in platforms like this. I'm just here to be a testimonial. This man really doing it. You know what I mean? And that's something that I respect. I admire.
We all doing it, baby. We all doing it to each your own real shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're in LA. You gotta be doing it. You gotta be grinding. You
gotta do something.
It's expensive as fuck out here.
That or you gonna go to the valley.
Like
Man,
shit.
You're gonna be in Bakersfield.
Yeah.
I got a house though.
Shit. Well, Fredo, you got anything else to add?
No, man. I mean,
How long we been going for, Woo? 51 minutes.
Man, perfect.
yeah, that's
it is
perfect.
pretty good.
One final question.
Okay, talk to
Where
me.
are the interest rates going?
Where the interest rates
Yeah.
going?
What are we doing? What's the 6 months?
Hit him with some
Hey,
technical shit.
apparently they said they're slashing them over 5 times in 2024. No, 4 times in 2024. So they're going to be going down. Obviously, they're really high. But here's the truth about it. No, here's the truth. Okay, is that they're never going to go down to 2 and 3s. People need to. I'm going to burst
Understand
that
that?
bubble. Okay.
Okay.
Is that when they were at 2s and 3s, that didn't
area's
make
gone.
sense. Yeah,
That's gone.
No, that was something that was never really supposed to happen.
It was never a
Okay.
sustainable business model.
Really, for 2 to 3% interest rate on a house, like that really isn't a lot of money, especially with inflation and how things are going. That's not.
That's facts.
You see how rent prices are.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Think about it.
So what do you think could be like a bottom then?
No, the
4?
bottom's going to be
4 or
like
5?
4s.
4,
Yeah, 4 or
yeah, I was about to
5s.
say 4.
That's what we need to get. 5s really. That's what we need to get comfortable
What people
with.
don't understand is buy now.
Oh,
Buy
yeah,
now,
no, definitely.
Because when they
Yeah.
do slash those interest rates, it's going to be a flood of people that have been saving up since they were last low.
Well, I got a house for someone to buy.
Well, I'm just saying they're going to
really?
flood it.
Let me know.
But it's going to be hard to get your bid accepted. So if you buy now and then you refinance later when they do cut the fucking interest rates, that's a smarter play. It's a
Here's
little
the
bit of
thing,
free
bro.
game.
I'll tell you from a real experience, okay? I'm doing this not too long, but for a while. I've seen a lot of people, okay? At the end of the day, there's no perfect time to buy, okay?
I've heard
it's
that,
not.
yeah.
It's about the deal itself, okay? If I told you I'm going to sell you a $100,000 house for $1 at a 50% interest rate, you're gonna say yes. It doesn't matter what the interest rate is. It's about the deal itself and how much it's worth and how much you're gonna make from it. But now look at it from a different perspective. If I told you I'm gonna sell you a house that's worth $1 for $100,000, but I'm gonna give you a 1% interest rate, you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
No.
you're not gonna say it's a good deal. So at the end of the day, it's just about the deal itself. Even if it's even if you have a 20% interest rate, even if it's 66, 9, it's something high. If the deal itself is gonna make you money, or if you're gonna be able to gain something from it, then do it. And if it's not, you can do the calculations, and it's real easy to figure out. Exactly what I do with my multifamily. You know what I'm saying? I bought when the interest rates were high. You know what I'm saying? But I looked at I was like, bro, Like, and my market, when I first got into my multifamily, I was negative cash flow $700 every single month for like more than 6 months.
That's what people aren't willing to do. You know, bet on yourself, take a risk.
Like, I did the calculations. I was like, I just need to, there's this stuff that I need to change, get some tenants out, put some new stuff in, increase the rents a little bit, and then get stuff situated right. And then, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm cash flowing almost like, I think I'm like at $1,200 a month. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm meeting you at the club.
That one, 1,200.
All right, well, shit. Well, you heard it right from the horse's mouth. I appreciate you, Chino, for coming by. Over 2 million followers on
man,
online.
I don't got the watch with me today.
You know,
man. I should have the rollie.
Investor, influencer, entrepreneur, and real estate mogul. You know what I mean? Extraordinaire.
Trades.
Exactly.
We appreciate you driving, bro. We really appreciate
and I
that.
appreciate you guys for having me. It's been a good talk. It's been real good meeting you guys, man. Respect. I'm telling you guys, I respect what you guys got going here. I can sell serious podcast, serious shit. I like this setup, man. I'm telling you guys, it's clean. You guys,
appreciate it.
Sky's the limit, man.
All right, appreciate you, my man.
That's the only way to go.
Really.